everything from a hairstylist to a short-order cook to a business tycoon to a thief. This ought to be a cinch. Play the painter. All you got to do is you got to get that dummy union card from the slicker, go over there, face the auction place. So the day of the auction, you know what's happening. You go in there, and nobody will know the wiser. And what are you doing? You're talking to yourself again. Definitely something's wrong with you, pal. Get that thing, get a steak for myself for the future. That's all there is to it. That's what it's gonna do.
Luke, open this door. You know who it is.
Alex.
I know you're there. I saw your car downstairs. Come on.
Go away, Alex. I haven't got time for you today.
Luke, don't pull that on me.
Alex, I'm not pulling anything. If you hadn't hung up on me, you wouldn't have come over here. You'd have saved yourself a trip.
You better have something to say to me, my friend.
Alex, I have nothing to say. Go away.
Luke, Luke.
I knew you were there.
Come on, boy. Open it up.
All right. It sticks on 3. Are you ready? Here we go. 2, 3, hit.
Now, look, I have got to know your plan.
You have got to get off my back. Unless you don't really want to get this statue back.
Are you wearing?
They're called overalls. Have you never seen them before?
No, I know what they are. What I meant was, why are you wearing them?
Really? You're trying to foul this thing up for me today, aren't you?
You plan?
Look, I'm not going to give you any details.
Well, I'm not leaving this apartment until I get some details.
We've worked together this long, and you still don't know how I operate.
This is different. I have my reasons this time.
What reasons? And don't lie to me, Alex.
Well, you still work for me. That's got to mean something, doesn't it?
Yes, you know what it means? It means you're smart enough to find somebody who can get that damn statue back for you.
Oh, look, I am desperate. I am absolutely desperate.
What you are, Miss Quartermain, is a liar. I know that very well. I know it so well that it doesn't make any difference to me, your desperation. No, you're not going to get it out of me that way. It's my plan. It's none of your business.
Why are you covered with paint?
Yes, I'm covered with paint. That's a paint. That's a very good description of it.
And what are you doing?
Polishing my shoes.
Oh, no, you're not. You're scuffing them up to make them look old.
Oh. You really won't get off my back, will you? Let me tell you something. Every time I get close to the princess, somebody steps in the way and messes it up. Don't you step in the way today, Alex.
When are you going to get the Ice Princess?
Not today and not tomorrow, but maybe the day of the auction. If you'll cut me some slack, I may be able to set the whole thing up and get it. But the day of the auction comes, everybody in town's going to be there, especially Scorpio and Cassadine, and it's every man for himself.
Well, you know, I just could follow you.
Yes, and you would mess it all up. Is that what you want to do?
Oh, come on. Just tell me where you're going to be, and I promise I won't go anywhere near you.
No. I said no, I mean no. Nobody knows about this plan but me. There's one thing you can do for me.
What's that?
Wish me luck and close the door behind you.
Good morning, Laura.
Good morning, Mr. Quartermain.
Didn't you ride in with Luke today?
No, I took a cab.
Oh. Well, is he coming in?
I'm sorry, I didn't get his schedule. He had this painter there when I was there.
Painter?
Yes, he's finally decided to fix up his place. Can you believe that he was going to pay this man $150 to paint this tiny little apartment?
Why is he spending his time on that when he's supposed to be devoting his energies to this job for us?
Excuse me. ELQ International. Just one moment, please. It's Amsterdam for Alex.
Oh, well, she's not here. I'll take it in my office. And if Luke calls, you put him right through.
All right. Just one moment, please. Mr. Quartermain will be direct.
Hello, Laura. I'd like to see Edward, please.
I'm afraid he's on an international phone call right now, but I'm sure it won't be more than a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Would you like some coffee while you're waiting?
No, thank you.
Lee, have you heard from Scotty at all?
Gail and I haven't heard a word from him, no.
Neither have I. Have you considered hiring a private detective to try and find him?
A private detective?
Yes, otherwise we may never hear from him.
Laura, I don't want my son tracked down like some criminal. Now, he has been through enough agony. I don't want him hassled.
I don't want to hassle him.
No, you just want a divorce, isn't that right?
Yes, that's right. Look, I want a divorce, and I'm going to find him to get one. I don't want any animosity between the two of us, Lee. But if you won't hire a personal investigator, then I will just save my money, and I will hire one. Excuse me. ELQ International.
Laura?
Yes?
This is Kurt Wheeler. I want to talk to Alex now.
But Miss Quartermain is not in at the moment.
Well, is there any place where I can reach her?
I don't have any idea where she's gone. I just came in myself. But Edward Quartermain is in.
No, I have to speak to Alex.
Well, is there anything I can do?
Well, thank you, Laura, but no. Just give Alex a message. Tell her to call me. It's urgent.
All right. I will let her know. Bye-bye.
You and I are not finished, young lady.
This is not the time or the place to have this conversation.
Laura, you brought it up. I didn't.
Because I am concerned about Scotty.
Are you really?
Well, aren't you concerned, Lee, about what might have happened to him?
That boy is my whole life, Laura. You know that.
He is not a boy. He's a man. And it's about time that he came back and faced reality so that we could both get on with our lives.
So you can get on with your life. Isn't that what you mean?
Yes, and what's so wrong with that? Look, we've all got problems. We have all made mistakes. I mean, you know that better than anyone else because of the drinking problem that you had.
Oh, Laura.
You had to face it in order to get past it, Lee. Scotty can't hide forever. It's going to eat him up alive.
And what do you care, really?
He was a very important part of my life. He was my husband. I loved him. It's over now, but I do still care.
Laura, you don't know the first thing about caring.
Look, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm telling you that I intend to go on with my life. The first step is getting a divorce.
Well, when he's ready to give you a divorce, he will come back to Port Charles.
Have you even considered the fact that Scotty might need your emotional support right now?
Now, what he needs right now is to be left alone.
I'm sorry, I don't agree, and I've already started to look for him. I placed some ads in the Mexican newspapers in the hopes that he would see them and respond.
How could you do that to him, Laura?
Lee, something could have happened to him.
Look, you want out of this marriage. Now, why don't you admit that is all that you want and you don't give a damn what happened to Scotty?
Laura, what the devil's going on? Lee.
I'm sorry, Mr. Quinn.
Lee, sorry I took so long. What's going on here?
Lee and I were just going into the office.
Miss Quartermain? Dr. Wheeler called. He said it's urgent.
I see. Will you excuse me? I'll need to speak to him privately.
Use the office.
Thank you. I'll just be a minute.
Lee and I will go down and get some coffee.